Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Sumaya AI Wali, student at Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute Batch 21. Today we are going to have an insightful discussion with Chatgpt on a very practical and important topic: how to plan and organize a productive day. In today's fast-paced world, many of us feel busy but not truly productive. We often start our day without a clear plan, get distracted easily, and end the day feeling like you didn't accomplish enough. Planning and organizing your day is not about doing more tasks. It's about doing the right task with focus and clarity. A productive day begins with intention, continues with proper time management, and ends with reflection. When you plan your day effectively, you manage your time wisely, you stay focused on your priorities, you reduce stress and overwhelm. You achieve more with less effort. Simple habits like setting goals, prioritizing tasks, avoiding distractions, and taking breaks can completely transform your daily routine. Productivity is not about perfection, it's about consistency and smart planning. So let's get connect with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I have questions about how to plan and organize a productive day.
Absolutely. I'd love to help. What aspects of planning and organizing a day are you most curious about, like time blocking, prioritization, tools, or maybe just a general morning routine?
First of all, what does a productive day mean?
Great starting point. A productive day really depends on your goals, but generally it means using your time intentionally so that you make progress on the things that matter most to you, whether that's big work projects, personal goals, or even just having a balanced day with both rest and focus. Does that sound close to what you had in mind?
Yes, it means completing important tasks with focus and balance.
Exactly. So, a productive day often revolves around clarity, knowing what's most important, then structuring your time so you can focus deeply on those tasks. I can walk you through practical steps like prioritizing your to do list, using time blocks, and building in breaks. What would you like to focus on first?
Um, Move on to the next question. Why is planning your day important?
Planning your day is important because it gives you a structured roadmap. So you're not just reacting to whatever comes up. It helps you set priorities, reduces stress by giving you a sense of control, and ensures you're moving closer to your bigger goals every day.
ChatGPT, what is the first step to planning a productive day?
The first step is really getting clear on your priorities. Take a few minutes to identify your top goals or tasks for the day. Once you know what those are, you can figure out when and how to tackle them in your schedule.
Hmm. How can we decide our priorities?
A good way to decide is to ask yourself which tasks will have the biggest impact, both in the short term and long term. You can also use frameworks like the Eisenhower matrix, distinguishing between urgent versus important tasks. And it helps to reflect at the end of the day what moved the needle forward most.
I'm curious about to-do list. What's the role of that?
A to do list is like your anchor for the day. It keeps everything visible and organized. By writing down tasks, you offload mental clutter and you get this nice sense of satisfaction when you check things off.
How can time management improve productivity?
Time management helps you allocate specific chunks of time to your tasks, so you're less likely to get distracted or waste time. It also allows you to balance deep focus with breaks so you avoid burnout and stay energized.
I think it also helps use time efficiently.
Absolutely. When you manage your time well, you reduce the chances of procrastination and you get more done in less time. It's all about making every hour or minute count toward your goals.
Why would we avoid multitasking?
Yeah, multitasking might seem efficient, but it often divides your focus, so the quality of your work drops. By focusing on one task at a time, you actually complete it faster and with better results.
What is a good morning routine?
A good morning routine sets a positive tone for the day. It could include things like waking up at the same time, some light exercise, a healthy breakfast, and maybe a bit of journaling or planning before you dive into work.
ChatGPT, how can we stay focused on tasks?
Staying focused often comes down to minimizing distractions. You can try things like setting specific time blocks, using techniques like the Pomodoro method, or even keeping your workspace tidy so you're not tempted by clutter.
Right, how can we stay focused on tasks?
Yeah, one big help is breaking tasks into smaller chunks so each step feels manageable. Also, keep your goals visible, take short breaks to recharge, and if you get off track, just gently bring yourself back to the task at hand.
What are common productivity mistakes?
Yeah, some common mistakes are things like overloading your schedule, not setting clear priorities, or failing to build in breaks. Another big one is expecting perfection, so being flexible and realistic really helps.
Also, lack of planning and focus.
Exactly. Without a plan, you can end up drifting from task to task, and without focus, even a well laid plan can fall apart. So, a combination of both is key.
Right, how can we handle distractions?
Handling distractions often means setting boundaries, like turning off notifications, working in a quiet space, or using tools like website blockers. It's about creating an environment where you can fully concentrate.
ChatGPT, why it is important to review your day.
Reviewing your day is really valuable because it helps you see what worked well, what didn't, and where you can improve. It builds self awareness, keeps you accountable, and lets you adjust for a better tomorrow.
Means it is important to learn and improve.
Exactly. It's all about that continuous improvement. So, by
R-
reflecting, you can tweak your approach, celebrate small wins, and gradually build better habits.
How can we stay consistent daily?
Staying consistent often means building small, repeatable habits. You can set a regular routine, keep yourself accountable with reminders, and celebrate your progress. So, even on tough days, you keep showing up.
By building simple habits, right?
Exactly. Simple habits are easier to stick to, and once they become routine, they don't take as much mental effort. So, starting small really sets the foundation for long term consistency.
ChatGPT, what is the importance of setting deadlines?
Deadlines are super important because they create a sense of urgency and focus. They help you prioritize, keep you accountable, and give you a clear finish line so tasks don't just drift endlessly.
Okay, how can we avoid procrastination?
A great way to avoid procrastination is to break tasks into smaller, less intimidating steps. Also, set a timer like the Pomodoro method so you commit to just a short burst of focus. And once you start, momentum kicks in.
It is like by starting small tasks.
Exactly. Once you get that first small task done, it builds confidence and makes the bigger ones feel more approachable. So, progress begets progress.
What role does mindset play in productivity?
Mindset is huge. A growth mindset, for example, helps you see challenges as opportunities. When you believe you can improve and grow, you're more likely to take action, stay resilient, and keep pushing forward.
What about motivation?
Motivation is kind of the fuel that drives you, but it can fluctuate. That's why it's important to rely on habits and routines. So even when motivation dips, you still have structure to keep you going.
Okay, how can we balance work and rest?
Balancing work and rest means being intentional about both. Schedule breaks, set boundaries for your work hours, and be sure to recharge, whether that's through sleep, hobbies, or just downtime, so you stay energized and avoid burnout.
It means by planning both work and rest equally.
Exactly. When you plan both, you make sure you're not just pushing yourself constantly, but also giving yourself the downtime needed to stay sharp and motivated.
Okay, what makes a day truly successful?
A truly successful day is one where you align your actions with your values and priorities. It's not just about checking off tasks, but feeling purposeful and balanced by the end of the day.
Like achieving meaningful goals?
Exactly. When you take steps toward those meaningful goals, big or small, it gives you that sense of fulfillment. And that's what makes it the day feel truly successful.
Last question, ChatGPT. What is the ultimate key to productivity?
I'd say the ultimate key is self awareness, knowing what truly matters to you, being intentional with your time, and adjusting as you go. When you're aligned with your purpose, productivity naturally follows.
What about consistency and focus?
Oh, those are absolutely crucial too. Consistency keeps you moving forward even when motivation dips, and focus lets you zero in on your priorities without getting distracted. Both together really amplify your productivity.
Right, ChatGPT, this is it. As we come to the end of today's discussion, we realize that productivity is not about being busy all the time, it's about being intentional with our time and energy. So,
Exactly.
okay,
So I hope you take these ideas with you. Experiment with what works, keep adjusting, and remember that even small intentional steps lead to big results. Thanks so much for this great conversation.
thank you, ChatGPT. A well planned day leads to a more peaceful mind, better results, and more fulfilling life. Remember, small steps taken consistently can lead to big achievements. Start planning your day, stay focused, and take control of your time because your day shapes your future. Thank you so much for being part of this session. This is Sumaya signing off.